The nature, types, and legislative wisdom of itikaf. 257. In linguistic terms, itikaf means to continue doing something. A person who continues to do something is called a MUTEKIF, one who performs itikaf in Islamic law. However, itikaf refers to remaining in a mosque or a place subject to the same rules with the intention of performing itikaf. 258 itikafs are classified into the following categories: obligatory, WACIB, strongly recommended, MÜEKKED SÜNNET, and recommended, MUSTAHAB. Specifically, an itikaf vowed verbally is obligatory. Itikaf during the last 10 days of Ramadan is a strongly recommended sunnah by way of collective obligation. Itikaf performed in a mosque for a certain period with the intention of worship at any other time is also recommended. 259 according to Imam Abu Yusuf. The minimum duration of an itikaf is 1 day. According to Imam Muhammad, it is 1 hour. According to scholars of Islamic jurisprudence, 1 hour refers to an indefinite portion of time, whether short or long. It does not mean 1/24th of a day, according to the view preferred by the MALIKIS. The minimum duration of itikaf is 1 day and 1 night. According to the Shafi'i school, it is a very short period, little more than the time it takes to say SUBHANALLAH. 260. As for the wisdom and benefit behind the SUBHANALLAH, legitimacy of itikaf, this is of great importance. Our Prophet, Muhammad PBUH, would spend the last 10 days of every Ramadan in itikaf from the time of his HIJRAH to MEDINA until his passing. Itikaf performed with sincerity is considered one of the most honorable acts of worship. In this way, for a while at least, hearts turn away from worldly affairs and turn toward God. A believer who continues to frequent one of these mosques, which are each a house of God, has taken refuge in a very strong fortress and has sought refuge at the door of the generous Lord's bounty and assistance. A renowned forefather among the great figures of Islam once said, "He who performs itikaf is like someone who sits at the door of a great person out of need, pleading, 'I will not leave here until my request is granted,' is like someone who has entered one of Allah's mosques and says, 'I will not leave this place until you forgive me.' 4. A believer to make the mikdah most of the days of his life, which are steadily dwindling by turning his entire being toward his eternal and everlasting Creator in such a sacred place, and to engage in worship with a pure heart and a clean tongue, and to immerse themselves in spiritual bliss. What a great blessing this is! One who observes itikaf has dedicated all their time to worship and prayer. For even when they are not actually performing prayer, they remain in a state of readiness for prayer within the mosque. This state of waiting is considered equivalent to prayer. Conclusion: through itikaf, a person's spirituality is elevated, their heart is illuminated, the signs of worship shine on their face, and they attain divine blessings. What a blessed, what a beautiful moment in life!